are prepared to break the silence. I'll be out in the sunshine, running beside the lions. I've been feeling down, but I've been looking.
Hello, welcome back to WINFXTRADING YouTube channel, the only channel that has been optimized to make you rich trading the Forex synthetic market. In today's video, I want to show you something that a lot of current traders and traders in the past, they think that they fail to understand very well. Like they have no opportunity to really understand this, and this kept them losing and actually quitting. And so this video is actually dedicated to bring solution to such problems. If this is your first time of visiting this YouTube channel, do your best to subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you get notified each time I upload the new content. Try to refer this channel to your network so that YouTube will push us to a high level of audience. Right now, the topic is directional dynamics in Forex synthetic market, and this is very crucial, and you really need to watch this video to the very end. I'm gonna read this document, and I will be looking on the 𝒚𝒂𝒂 to actually lay emphasis on this, maybe pretty much Forex market and then synthetic market as well. If you don't have a synthetic trading account, maybe you are hearing about the synthetic market for the first time, check down the description of this video and use the Lego link. Use the actual link, don't Google it to avoid the meeting clone site or fake site. This is pretty much what you need to do right here. So direction of price movement is characterized by its slope PS. It's characterized by its slope PS and slope of the moving average loops MS. So the PS is price action slope and MS is moving average slope. So direction of price movement is characterized by its slope PS and slope of moving average loops MS at a given time frame of observation. Directional dynamics law states that a market with a positive slope in price and in moving average at a given time frame of observation, at a given time frame of observation, we maintain this slope indefinitely until it changes to a negative slope, and vice versa. Meaning that a market that has a positive slope will maintain that positive slope until a market that has a negative slope will maintain that negative slope until it changes to a positive slope. With this idea, there is no way you'll be tempted to sell a buying market, and there is no way you'll be tempted to buy a selling market. Even top stock traders and top Forex traders fall victim of these errors, but WINFXTRADING, we can never fall victim of this because we have actually discovered this in the years past. Only that I'm just trying to shoot this content, because I used to tell you as my subscriber that I don't just shoot video anyhow. I only shoot video if I see a problem to be solved, and I'm a kind person, but that doesn't mean I'm very weak, not to market my courses or other stuff. The thing is, I make things so accessible and affordable. So actually my signal service is supposed to be rated the most expensive and the most costly, something like from $1,000 per month and beyond. because I have to be dealing with real traders who are wealthy and are ready to be more wealthy, because the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer. So it takes a kind of high level sacrifices for you to escape from poverty. And what it is here is not that I'm very weak. I'm very strong enough to sell my courses, my signal services at a very high rate. But I'm considering potentials of traders who are going to be much more richer. And what I do is I give them subsidy. I subsidize the prices of courses, mentorship, and signal services. And right now, instead of, okay, every month you have to pay $1,000 just to have a signal relay, you can actually get it at more than like 70% discount. It kind of 70% cheaper than getting it at a very unaffordable price. What I'm trying to say here is this knowledge I reviewed, not that I'm weak, because I can decide not to review it. But if you want to go find this kind of stuff, because I'm just giving a hint. I've not gone deep into this stuff. I'm just giving a hint, which means this is a free YouTube content, meaning that it's not premium stuff, and it's not something that you just quote strongly and then say, oh, you have arrived. No, that's not how the universe is modeled. The universe is modeled in such a way that you must be submissive, you must respect higher orders for you to go far. And what it is you really need to leverage our efforts for you to go find this kind of stuff, because we dedicated all our energy and time to make this thing work. Okay, so let's continue reading this. I'm going to give you one illustration, and then we check on the chart and see what you have. So the main terminology in this topic is direction and dynamics. Okay, now direction is something that is very, very painful as a trader. Like, it's going to pain you so much each time you place a trade. Because when you buy a market, you expect this market to go up, right? But when you buy a market and the market go down, you'll be like, oh, after it will go up. But that market keep going down to hit your stop loss. And this keep repeating itself over and over and over again. You don't want to be in this kind of situation, okay? You don't want to be in this kind of condition. You really want to escape this stuff, right? Now, this is what direction means. Direction is with your eye open and you observe the chart. In how many ways can the market move from point A to point B from point A to point B, so that the slope of the line described, or the curve described, because in a market is not linear, so it can still be modeled by curve. So this segment of that curve, or the slope of that line, or the slope of the segment of the curve between A and B is fairly positive. Now, if it is positive, you have done the right thing. Okay, if it is positive, we cannot say that the market is dynamically buying. But if it is negative, we can say that the market is dynamically selling. Right here, that is a point that is very crucial here, which is indefinitely, like maintain like constancy of a slope, like indefinite constancy of a slope. Maintaining the slope indefinitely is a very, very important trading idea, so that the characteristics of this curve connecting these 2 points is such that this one is positive and this one is positive. You dare not come and look for sell in this loop. You dare not look for sell in this ellipse. Okay? Vice versa when the market is going down. Okay? So the term dynamics is trying to tell you that between point A and B, and I don't care about the wave behavior or characteristics of the market, but what I care about is that no matter how long it takes and no matter what's happened, this market is going to leave this point A and head to this point B in real time. Okay, but what's happening in between, you don't care about it. So that is dynamics characteristics or following this market in a sense of directional dynamics. Okay, following this market as a directional dynamics trader, because you really want to be dynamic with the market so that you will not be given, even if you are going to take profit in between, even like you want to take profit even if the market have not reached your targeted point of destination, which is your take profit. All you need, you have this confidence that you will not be afraid of the fluctuation that happen in between. Okay, and you will not be triggered to trade against the dynamic slope. The dynamic slope connecting these 2 points A and B is positive. You will never look for sell. Only buy you will look for in this kind of scenario. Okay, so if the market is pointing downwards, okay, if the market is pointing downwards, now we can define an arrow, a smooth curve, because this is the line of best fit. The slope of this line is negative. You dare not come and look for buy, because this thing has an infinite characteristics, an infinite, like, it's not by value of the slope, but by the duration of that slope. It has infinite duration, meaning that the slope can last for years. That's why when the reef is actually releasing a new asset, they are not releasing that asset for a range characteristics, they are releasing that asset for a directional dynamics characteristics. So check the volatility 251S. The 251S was trading on the, like, when it was actually launched, it was trading above 500,000, but today it has crashed to near 3,000. Now, if you have passed through this course, you should have sold this asset at prices of 3,000, 300,000, 200,000, 100,000 and hold it indefinitely. And then when you see me in a physical life, you will be like, are you a human being? But these are the things that we already know, because we are more metaphysical in this kind of stuff than ever. And that's why you need to be very, 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 very proactive with us, right? So that's cool. And right now, I will just touch MT5 and show you some of these things in real life. Let's start with Bitcoin, BTC, USD, and right now I want to get the best. I don't want to fight my observation with a lot of emotional imbalance, so I will be on a time frame that have a very strong statistical and probabilistical databases about the market behavior. So I can actually be on daily time frame. When I am on this daily time frame, I wanna observe the slope of this market, and one of the ways to observe the slope of this market is not necessarily by drawing trend line, okay, but is if you are on the chart and you are watching the chart, okay, you really want to define 2 points where you want to observe this market, making sure that if there is any range in your observation, you overlook those ranges and you assume that those ranges is zero or they do not exist. Now, this idea, I will select this point A because there is a range here. I'm going to ignore it. So market break out of this range. So there is another point created somewhere here, turning points. Then this is point B. Okay. Now, if you are asked, can you connect point A and B with a line, even if it is a straight line? Yes. Now, what is the slope of this line? The slope of this line is positive. Okay. Now, you dare not come and be looking for sell in these markets. No matter how crazy the sell seems to exist, no matter how crazy it appears to you that, oh, this market have to sell, you should not sell in this market. That is what you mean by directional dynamics. Yes, the market can crash. As a buy market can be selling at certain points in time. Those sell are called trap. You have to assume that they do not exist, meaning that even when they do exist, you overlook it and wait for the market to align with that indefinite slope. That indefinite slope is what you need to trade simply because it is indefinite. So when you sell, it is short term and you are going to be faced with a lot of problems. So I prefer to in this range state because I can also know that here this point A and this point B have already shown me that I can join this and the slope is positive. So when I set this range here, I'm not going to be selling. Even though I can make money selling, it will not be it will not last. Okay, what I do is I localize through state where price reaches and couldn't continue going downwards. I pile up position as much as I can and I hold it onto the market breakout, because definitely it must break out. Why I believe it will break out is because the slope must be indefinite. But if it does reverse and do not break to the upside, you have to, whenever this market go in profit, you try your SL near your entry, so that if it is actually going to reverse, you lose nothing. Okay, really this is crazy, but right here we are going to deploy this idea because I want to see somebody send me screenshot of massive profit because of this thing I'm going to say. Right here we define this point A, this is point A and this is point B, and then the slope characteristic is positive, but the market actually reaches here and creates a very strong support. So look at what you are going to do for me right here. Okay, right here, mark this support level. Yeah, mark this support level. Allow price to complete its cycle, because the market drop and tap into here and pump up, so that is called impulse retracement. I'm sorry, that is retracement. So it's going to go down impulsively, maybe creating liquidity sweep somewhere, maybe taking this point. It might come here, and then what you do as it is approaching here, you start piling position, and you're going to hold this position long term until Bitcoin break out of this resistance, and that will be a price of 107,000. Okay, that's cool. That's the power of directional dynamics. And right here you will see it happen live. There are a lot of things that I may not be saying here, but the truth is, with line charts, you can actually appreciate dynamics, directional dynamics in the market, because when you localize nodes and ranges, and you will see the outputs, and basically this market is coming down here, you can sell with a reduced risk, but it doesn't make sense if you are not an emotional trader. A real trader will not trade traps. Traps are directions that are against directional dynamics. They are short-term directions, so this sell is not going to last. It's like trying to capture this sell that happened here, and suddenly the market pumped to this side. How will you feel? So right here, this is Forex market. Let's try use our USD and see how this directional dynamics will be like. Okay, right here, this is our USD in the daily time frame. Okay, so I'm gonna pick 2 points within the vicinity I can observe: nearest future, the nearest present. Yes, because you want to trade some, want to get information, you want to get the most futuristic information, like the information in the present, so that you can predict the future, right? Just like unlike just going back in the past, because most time when you go back in the past, you can get some good information about the trend characteristics, but you really need to know what is happening right now to see. So what I'm trying to say here is, if we are going back, you will just know the things that has happened, and you see how market actually break out or reverse. Where if you really want to get those ones, you will use it for long-term understanding of the market and other stuff. But if you really want to get a trade you want to make place now, okay, and hold it whether long-term or short-term, you really need to also know the present. That is, as you are looking on the chart, what you are seeing from your computer screen or your phone screen is the present. Okay, so I'm picking a point here. Okay, this is, you have to assume that the range does not exist. So I pick this point A here. This is point A and this is point B. When I connect this one, point B, point A, okay, look at this. There is point A and B, okay, and look at this. There is point A. When you connect these 2 points, as you are connecting it, the slope of these 2 points is what? Positive. Okay, the slope is positive. Okay, right now we now know that we have an indefinite positive slope, meaning that you should only look for buy, no matter how crazy, no matter how you doubt it. It doesn't affect what the market wanna do. The market must buy indefinitely, because the slope, the gradient of any 2 points selected as an observer is positive. Now, right now, because of this, what is happening in this market right now, in the present, what is happening is that we have a level that market is failing to break. In fact, we can say that gold is ranging between this upper boundary and this lower boundary. So what do? You buy 𝑧/USD. When you buy 𝑧/USD at this, buy gold at this spot. Oh, I have to be on the candlestick chart. So we target to buy gold on this spot. Right now you might have missed this opportunity, because No, it's not that you haven't missed anything, but you can still get an entry on 𝒑𝒑. We can hope that it's going to crash again and get liquidity sweep below here, maybe tap to come here, and then if that happens, don't think it is selling. No, dynamically it's buying. So it is gonna pump and you're gonna buy position and hold onto 𝒑𝒑. Maybe you take some of your profit at this upper level, which is resistance, and then you hold the rest onto 𝒑𝒑, start trading at 3,000. It can dynamically, yes, it can hit 3,000. That's cool. And right here, I don't want to go extra deep, but this is the topic. This is what I have to offer here. Okay. But the thing is based on market cycle, I also expect good. Maybe if gold fair to go up, like if gold fair to break out of this loop to upside, I expect gold to crash to crash down and kill liquidity sweep and then pump to the upside. Okay. Right now I'll be touching some synthetic market and I'll be ending this video. Okay, right now this is volatility 75 index, and right now I'll be on daily time frame. Just select any 2 points. These are turning points. As you observe, select any 2 points. Okay, so like this point should have completed their characteristics, their movement. Okay, so I select this point here and I select this point here. So we have point A and B. So if we connect this point, the slope is negative. Now, because the slope is negative, we should look for sell in this market only when the sell has started. You see, what I'm teaching is complicated because you must know other stuff. You must know structural analysis, trend analysis. You have to know how signal works. What is signal? You cannot come and sell V75 here because it's buying. It's actually buying along this path. But what I'm trying to say is, when this buy have ended, because of the indefinite slope is negative, the market will sell. And this is when real traders, people that are not influenced by psychological problems and emotional imbalance, this is when they enter this trade. Okay, like this is when they enter for sale. But right now it's buying. But I'm not teaching about trading any type of movement or path signals, because this is a path signal. It's trading upwards and it's buying. So if you sell, it's pretty much not going to make sense. So it depends on what you're observing in the market. Because as an observer, I can actually step down to lower time frame like H4, and all I see is that here we have a point A and a point B, and this defines a positive slope. And so along this path, I'll just look for buy. Okay, the market is buying. When I step down to H4, the market is buying. But based on geometrical transformation or rotational dynamics, a point will reach when there will be a convergence between some higher time frame and this lower time frame, creating a sell signal. So there will be a selling convergence where the higher time frame presents a sell and the lower time frame presents a sell, and the market must have rotated by a certain angle, especially more than 90 degrees. And then what I'm trying to say here is, if this market failed to break out of this, resistance, then it must do something here. It will not range in between these two prices, this upper and lower ranges. It's not going to range there forever. Okay, so if you fail to break up, as a dynamic trader, you are hoping it's breaking down. When it break down, then it will align with your belief in the higher time frame, and this is when you will pile up sell. Okay, but as a dynamic trader, if you step up to daily time frame, which I'm using in my dynamic analysis, and then if you localize a zero differential state where market try to go against main trend and collapse, you can decide to believe that if market tap into this zone, you are going to take risk. Just take the risk, and then you are going to be selling. Dynamic characteristics of the market. And you see, this market has been following those dynamics where they create resistance, fail to break out of that resistance and create sales. Okay, but I'm not teaching resistance here. I'm just teaching market flow and why you should believe in it. Okay, right now I'll be ending this video. Make sure you are proactive with us. Try, even if it is weekly package in our signals, try to subscribe to weekly. You know why I'm saying this? I just want to help people to succeed in this industry. Like, I'm not saying it because your money is important. It's not important. It's not important, but for you to receive the service, you have to pay the sacrifice. Otherwise, you have to actually do it yourself. Okay? Yes. Because with the knowledge, if you have the right knowledge, capital is no longer your problem. Even $1, you can grow $1 to any amount if you have the right knowledge. And that is what we do. We give you the mentorship or the courses, and then we actually help you to grow your account to a certain level before you start trading on your own, which is signal service. But if you feel like you want to keep losing, doing the same thing you have been doing over years, I have no option than to say, okay, we will see at the end. Thank you and bye for now.
If you're prepared to break the silence,